On to our final topic, John. We're staying in India, and this is all about football legend IM Vijayan, and he's acted film in line for an Oscar. This is coming in from OlympicChannel.com, and after dazzling on the football field, that's soccer, IM Vijayan features in several films. His latest movie, Sound of Pain, could make its way to the Oscars now. John, it's the last topic. It's 12:30 at night, and I'm going to be reading quite a bit here, so pardon my English if I do slur my words or mispronounce. I will do my best, but it's really just to give us a sort of idea of who this guy is from our point of view. Where he's came from, talk about a little bit about his film and obviously his football career as well, his soccer career. So Indian football player turned actor IM Vijayan's latest movie, Sound of Pain, has been shortlisted to be a contender for an Oscar nomination. The former Indian football captain's new movie, the first in Kuramba tribal language, is among the 366 films that have made the cut in the preliminary round of the 93rd Academy Awards for the Best Picture category, which is interesting.
66. Wow.
For the Best Picture category, John, not foreign.
Yeah.
So that's interesting. I have done a lot of films in the past, but to star in a movie which has been shortlisted for the Oscars is something that's very rare, and it is massive. IM Vijayan told the New Indian Express. IM Vijayan has also appeared in some 20 regional movies, and he plays the lead in Sound of Pain, which revolves around a tribesman who collects and sells honey. It is directed by Vijesh Mani, who holds the record for the fastest film produced from script to screen, 51 hours and 2 minutes. That's phenomenal.
That's crazy.
Apart from that film where they're doing the one take, this has got to be got to be the quickest, hasn't it? But IM Vijayan said it was easy to work with the director because it was very similar to listening to what your coach wants you to do on the field. That's a good example there. Vijayan, however, felt that making it to the Academy Awards might overshadow his success on the field. He said this: all the while I was primarily known as a footballer, and it's a huge part of everything that I am today because the sport gave me everything. But after this, I don't know if people would start thinking of me more as an actor first and footballer second, he wondered. IM Vijayan played an instrumental role in Indian football in the 1990s, guiding the national team to the South Asian Football Federation Championships in 1993 and 1997. He was the top goal scorer of the tournament in both title-winning editions and was named the All India Football Federation Player of the Year in 1992, 97 and 2000. The legendary striker still holds the record for the fastest international goal by an Indian, scoring only 12 seconds into the game against Bhutan in the 1999 South Asian Games. Now, John, before I let you in, the only other person I can think of who has had a similar career path is Vinnie Jones, and I used to think he did reasonably well. This guy surpassed Vinnie Jones.
Stephen, I'm looking
on football terms and on acting terms.
Yeah, Vinnie was a limited footballer, let's be honest. Renowned for his fuggery and getting sent off within seconds. I love Vinnie, man. I think he's a great guy. I love him. And the likes of Guy Ritchie's Lock, Stock 2, Smoking Barrels. He's brilliant. He's got that hard man image. Of course, he tragically lost his wife recently, and we've seen a different side to Vinnie. So he's a cool guy. This guy seems like an even cooler guy, though. He's had a really rich life. If I can get to 51 and live even a third of what this guy's lived, I'll be a happy guy. You're looking at his filmography. He starred in a plethora of movies, Stephen. And the one that springs to mind right away is Biggle. I think we reacted to Biggle. I'm pretty sure we did.
We did, yeah.
And he was in that. So he's certainly experienced. He's been acting since 2008 or something, so 2004, so nearly 2 decades. So he's had his career in the 90s. He's now an actor. I think most people would give their right arm to be an actor or a footballer, not one or the other, not both. So for this guy to get 2, and not only that, but to get a movie shortlisted in the last 300-400 at the Oscars for Best Picture, that's some achievement.
I find
movies that are made in a year.
I find it quite humorous that he's actually concerned about his, public perception that his movie career might overshadow his football career, which has been a very successful football career.
Yeah.
It's a nice position to be in, isn't it?
It is a nice position, Stephen. As I says, I'd take one, let alone both. The only other people, Stephen, I can think of that have sort of jumped that divide between one career to the other are people like Beckham. David Beckham, who's been a really successful football player. Now he's getting into business. He runs a football club and stuff like that. He's been a really good entrepreneur, doing various different things. It's a hard thing to do. Once you've set yourself up for a certain career, usually you're set in your ways, and it's difficult. Some footballers find it hard to come out of that career because they get stuck in the rut of camaraderie,
I think
routine.
the old way that footballers had after their career was to run a pub, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That was
Or a
as
taxi.
far as they went. Yeah.
Like a certain ex-footballer up here that played for a certain club. But yeah, Stephen, look, it's very interesting. I don't mind him. There you go, I'll say that. I don't actually mind the guy. But Stephen, it's very interesting. It'll be intriguing to see how this movie does in terms of shortlisting at the Oscars, where it can get into an even lower number of shortlisted movies. I don't know the machinations of Oscar shortlisting, if they whittle it down to a set few. Being realistic, I don't think it's going to make the last 6, 7, 8, whatever it is for Best Picture, because it's the Academy we're talking about here. They will have their favourites picked out already, but still a real big achievement for this actor, IM Vijayan. I can't say his name because it's very late. To get into a last 300 odd movies shortlisted at the Oscars, that's a real achievement. And for this guy to have been a successful footballer and to jump the divide as an actor and do that, it's even more impressive. So I wish him all the best. Hopefully he does whittle down into the last few, maybe even make it in there somehow. But I ain't get much more to add to it, Stephen, unless you have. I'm going to round the show up. I'm going to, well,